You're listening to Soap Dirt, the latest in television entertainment news.
Hey, Bold and the Beautiful fans, I have got your early edition spoilers for next week, December 9th through the 13th. Brooke Logan is going to completely snap. Hope is feeling pretty smug, and the Forresters are enraged. It's Belinda from Soap Dirt, and as we always do on early edition day, we're going to talk about what's happening the rest of this week leading into next week's spoilers. If you are not following us, please click subscribe, and let's just get started. It's good stuff this week. You have to agree, right? On Wednesday, December 4th, looks like finally Ridge fills Steffy in on Hope and Carter's fling. And Ridge, of course, is now crediting Steffy because he thinks she was right all along. And Hope got into Carter's head. And, you know, Brooke doesn't see it that way. But Ridge has made up his mind and he's not listening to Brooke, which is aggravating her. So Ridge and Steffy, both on fire about this, take a decisive step to wreck Hope's professional future. They are making it sure there is no hope for her future. And I just wonder if Katie's polite press release was scrapped in favor of a scathing announcement that she was fired for cause, or even worse, that she was engaging in inappropriate behavior at the office. Something really, really sketchy. And Deacon does something surprising at Il Giardino. He had hired Remy already, but as of Wednesday, it looks like the kid isn't delivering pizzas. He seems to be a waiter. So maybe that's the surprising thing. I don't know. Sheila and Remy talk at work, and I wonder if she notices that he can't keep his eyes off Electra Forrester because she and Will have lunch at Il Giardino this week. And of course, he's their waiter. Surprise, surprise. And either Wednesday or Thursday should be the scene from the promo with Will saying that he's heard a lot about Remy. And of course, Electra is surprised to see him working there. You know, he told her that he was staying in LA, but this is really close. And in another undated promo scene from this week, Brooke is horrified when Hope confirms that Carter filed the LLC papers. I feel like that's probably going to happen on Thursday, and Wednesday, maybe when Carter decides to go and do it after he, maybe does more with Hope, as they've been doing a lot of lately. Thursday, December 5th, Steffy lays into Hope hard and things just fly off the handle because Hope is hitting back hard at Steffy with accusations. I am really looking forward to this argument. I feel like Hope is going to play the Logans are always the victim card and cast Steffy as the villain, where, Ridge's daughter is going to lambaste the Logans and say that Hope is just like her mother, or maybe even worse, and cast her in the villain role that, Ridge and Steffy have decided Brooke's daughter is in. So messy, messy stuff. In another undated scene from the promo, Steffy, Eric, and Ridge speak to Justin, and they are really, really hoping he has found a way to shut down Carter. Plus, they need to update him on the fact that Carter has now been fired. And we'll have more on Electra's past with Remy revealed, and everything seems fine on the surface, but Will has his guard up where this guy is concerned. Friday, December 6th, we have Bill getting another letter from Lunatic Luna from behind bars. She's using all of her postage allowance on dollar bill. And this letter is going to hit him harder than the last one. She is trying to tug at his heartstrings, but he needs to just shut that down. Bill is going to head over to visit Luna at the jail. And, maybe he goes over there with the intent to cut ties and just wants to tell her in person, you have to face the consequences of your actions, whatever. I believe Luna is going to be able to reel him in, and not for nothing, but I like her as a villain. And Bill needs a front burner storyline because I miss my dollar bill. Carter uses his ill-gotten and probably fraudulent LLC managerial power and does something outrageous that changes Forrester Creations forever. Since we know from the promo that he definitely files the papers, it sure seems like Carter is a lost cause. If this is all going to play out and Carter and Hope are going to get to just have their jobs back at Forrester, like, oh, well, bygones, I'm going to be real annoyed with the writing. So we'll see. Going into the week of December 9th through the 13th, Friday's cliffhanger, of course, will be about Carter's shocking move at Forrester Creations. Hope has got him all pumped up into believing Forrester Creations can't thrive or survive without his incisive and decisive leadership. I mean, I feel like she has gaslit him to the extreme. Forrester has been around for quite a long time without Carter, shaking things up. Nobody likes his idea but Carter and Hope. And yeah, even Brooke was like, no, not a good idea. This is not what we do. Ridge made it clear to Carter just because he said no to the House of Forrester plan doesn't mean that Carter wasn't being heard, but he didn't want to take no for an answer. So consequences, people. Brooke was Team Ridge, in all of this, and she still doesn't like what Hope and Carter are doing. But Brooke is absolutely on fire and enraged about Ridge heaping all the blame on Hope and making it out like she's this master manipulator. I had said it before that Brooke was definitely trying to throw Carter under the bus, but Ridge, focused on Hope instead when Brooke was trying to keep the spotlight off of her. And I just wonder if Brooke is going to stick with Team Ridge or sympathize with the fraudulent rebellion, Hope and Hope for the Future may be back at Forrester Creations next week, and the Forresters themselves may face firing. But even if Carter says you're fired, would Steffy, Ridge, and Eric go? What will Carter do if he tries to pull this move and they say, nah, we're not going? We'll see. I mean, it's not like Charlie's going to haul them out, right? Eric is often the voice of reason when there is Forrester versus Logan stuff. He always tries to calm down Steffy's rhetoric. He knows how she feels about the Logans because of just the whole Brooke Taylor Ridge thing. But in this case, I think that Eric is not going to be defending the Logans because of what Carter has done. We'll see. Remy continues to be creepy next week, and I wonder if Deacon will sense his evil, or maybe Sheila will. Maybe she can sniff out someone who's just as bad as she is. Bill is on the horns of a dilemma, and if he does agree to help Luna, I really hope Poppy intervenes and says, don't do it. Also, just a reminder, watch the Hollywood Christmas Parade, Saturday, December 14th. It is airing, I have the time now, 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Central on the CW, because Hope and Carter actors Annika Noelle and Lawrence St. Victor are riding in the parade. So, Santa's going to be there too, obviously. And I'm just guessing Hope and Carter are on the naughty list.
Thank you for being a loyal listener. Follow us wherever you get your podcast, because you don't want to miss the next episode. Soap Dirt is on all the major podcast platforms, including Apple Podcast, Spotify, iHeartRadio, and more.